Every minute, 1 million plastic bags are used, and it takes one plastic bag 1,000 years to completely degrade. Today we take a look at how our environment is being impacted by such large amounts of plastic. Good afternoon, I'm Ray Cook.
And I'm Ellie Brecht. Coming up, we get to see how a local nonprofit organization is helping the Fremont community after the devastating floods.
All this and more on the Omaha News.
From the studios of UNO Television, this is the Omaha News, presented by UNO School of Communication.
O Language is a nonprofit organization that teaches English and Spanish classes. Reporter Brian Damaka is live to tell us how they are helping people affected by the recent floods.
For the past 2 weeks, O Language has gone to Fremont to help interpret for the city's large Spanish-speaking population who are affected by the floods. I spoke with founder and head instructor Chris Hanna to learn more. Located in a small building connected to a warehouse in South Omaha, O Language encourages community involvement. Together with Abelardo's restaurants, O Language has been collecting donations for the people affected by flooding in Fremont.
We've got a truckload of donations that we're going to bring out there. They've been collecting throughout all the Abelardos here in Omaha. And so it's kind of a joint idea, with the donations and then with the interpretation on how we can go out there and help.
Hannah and one volunteer drove to a trailer park in Fremont, and word quickly spread that they were there. Residents in need were outside the van within minutes. Then, they teamed up with the man in charge of the park, who took them door to door. At one point, Hannah tells me he thinks people are in need of human interaction more than anything. This area was completely evacuated just 2 weeks ago. Most residents only returned home in the last few days. This woman is taking care of 5 children on her own. Clothes and toys were a huge hit with her family. Volunteer and owner of Abelardo's, Abel Gonzalez, spoke on the experience.
I think it's our commitment with people. We need to help each other, no matter what race you are, what country you're from.
As this story shows, it only takes a few people to make a difference, and there are many people in Nebraska who still need help. Ray and Ellie, back to you.
Thanks, Brian. Each year, 1.2 trillion gallons of untreated sewage, stormwater, and industrial waste are dumped into U.S. water.
Reporter Megan Alexander explores how to help reduce pollution and why it matters.
Environmental issues in the United States include a variety of topics, including climate change, pollution, and deforestation. Every year, 8 million metric tons of plastic end up in our oceans. Mav Radio producer Ryan Fitzgibbons is confident Mav Radio's annual Earth Day show is an effective way to let Omaha residents know how they can help make a difference in reducing pollution around the world.
Just to celebrate the Earth and tell everybody what Omaha, what UNO, what Nebraska, and kind of even the world is doing to help kind of preserve the Earth, or just interesting stories about the Earth in general. So your stories can range from, this year we'll have a story about plastic straws and plastic cups in Benson and how they're moving away from that to save the environment. And it's those little things that, after you listen to Earth Day Live, you'll go, oh wow, you know what, I can make a difference just by doing one small thing versus the other.
Plastic products make up the majority of waste found in our oceans and also in the Missouri River. Problems associated with plastic range from fish eating small pieces of water bottles to birds being strangled by the 6-pack rings that hold cans together. With pollution issues increasing, UNO geologist Dr. Maher says climate change is a large issue that needs more attention.
What I try to argue to people that is, you may not want to take the time to dive into it, but then think about how important it is. And that the significance of it to people's lives and so forth.
For the Omaha News, I'm Megan Alexander.
To learn how Omaha is making efforts to preserve the environment worldwide, listen to Mav Radio's Earth Day show April 19th at 1 p.m. on KVNO 90.7 HD2.
Coming up, we see how a local university is making chemistry fun and entertaining.
Next, we see how UNO is showing support for our troops and honoring soldiers who have passed.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Your MAV card is your ticket. Don't lose it.
Ticket? Ticket to what?
It's your ticket to tremendous entertainment. Like the UNO Art Gallery. They host amazing art shows, lectures, and the Writers' Workshop reading series. We can go to the Strauss Performing Arts Center, where we can experience live music. Or maybe the theater, where they host 4 productions a year.
Your MAV card is your ticket. Where will it take you?
At the Milo Bale Student Center, we have everything a student needs to relax and enjoy their time between classes. We have many fun options like ultra-wide televisions, table games like pool and basketball, and spots to relax or catch a quick nap. Hungry? Grab a bite at one of our restaurants like the Durango Grill or Crispy Crunchy Chicken, or just stop by our convenience store for a quick snack. Or come grab some MAV swag from our bookstore. No matter what you need, the Milo Bale Student Center is the place for you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Robinson. I teach Writers' Workshop 1500, Introduction to Creative Writing. If you take the course, you can expect to become a better reader, writer, and thinker, but learn a great deal about the world and to learn a great deal about yourself. Please join us.
You've always known you were a leader, someone who works hard to achieve your goals. You can see it. You can see your success in front of you. You pursue a college education for the old-fashioned reasons, to learn, to make yourself more valuable, to succeed. You need a place that celebrates your ambition and positions you alongside visionary people just like you. You, my friend, belong here, the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
This is the Omaha News.
Spring is here and Memorial Day is right around the corner. Memorial Day is seen as an unofficial start to summer. Although summer isn't here quite yet, reporter Jay Bridgman takes an in-depth look at how UNO celebrates this holiday.
The practice of decorating soldiers' graves is an ancient tradition. Soldiers' graves were decorated in the U.S. before and during the American Civil War. Some believe that an annual cemetery decoration practice began before the American Civil War, thus may reflect the real origin of the Memorial Day idea.
Memorial Day is dedicated to the fallen veterans and is a time where Americans can honor the bravery of men and women who have gave their lives to protect ours. This year for Memorial Day, UNO honored the fallen veterans from the Omaha region by installing 7,000 flags in the Pet Bowl on Sunday. Each flag represents a man or woman who lost their life serving for our country. The opening ceremony for the event occurred Monday, where there was a keynote speaker and former veterans, students, and faculty in the audience. Student Veterans Organization President Kyle Keener hopes to shine a light on the sacrifice of the fallen veterans.
And so I just want people to remember that these people also had their own hopes, visions, and dreams for their own futures, but they put their life on hold to be a part of something bigger than themselves and pay the ultimate price.
From April 8th to April 12th, volunteers will read the names of 7,000 veterans in the Pet Bowl to honor each man or woman individually. The readings are 15-minute segments acknowledging the fallen of all branches of military who have died serving our country since 9/11. UNO student Kim Palmquist said acknowledging the fallen is important to him.
You know, in comparison to what the ultimate sacrifice these guys have made, the men and women that can't be with us today, this is the least I can do for them. So this is why I try to volunteer my time to just honor their sacrifice.
Although Memorial Day is until May 27th, UNO displayed the American flags a month and a half early to show their support for the fallen.
Here in the Midwest and in Nebraska, we have a pretty large veteran community, especially with Offutt Air Force Base being here. I just think it's important that these people are remembered. I mean, believe it or not, they do defend your own freedoms, and they should be remembered.
Readings will continue throughout this Friday, and volunteers can sign up on the UN Omaha website. Ray, back to you.
Thanks, Jay. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Employment in these fields has grown 79% since 1990, outpacing overall U.S. job growth. Reporter Colin Gurney takes a look at how STEM majors at Creighton University take a unique approach to chemistry.
An ounce of creativity, a vial of music, and a beaker of knowledge combine to form a reaction Creighton University calls the melodious music-chemical manifestation. Students perform themed chemical experiments that match music from stars like Elton John and Vanilla Ice. Biochemistry and Spanish major Jacqueline Wright, who starred as Santana's Black Magic Woman, finds her work both in the show and in her field fascinating.
Being able to investigate things and learn about minuscule processes in our body is just super awesome to me.
Student co-manager Claire Weber says that the chemistry show sets a good example for aspiring science majors and shows them that they can work in a fun and gratifying field.
You get to blow things up. You get to change colors. You get to dance around, have fun, but also do chemistry.
Weber says that despite the hard work and challenges that arise from working in STEM fields, people should be interested and involved in some way, no matter who they are.
I think if you're passionate about it, do it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not smart enough, you don't have enough time. If you want to do it, do it. It's very rewarding, and it's something that's really needed in this world. We need minorities, we need women, we need everyone.
The chemistry show is a Creighton tradition that was first performed in 1995. 20 students and 3 faculty members helped put this show together to celebrate Creighton's Chemistry Field Day. For the Omaha News, I'm Colin Gurney.
Creighton chemistry players will be performing this July at the ChemEd 2019 conference in Chicago, Illinois.
After 29 seasons, UNO's volleyball team is ready to hit, spike, and pass Roseshire's experience and wisdom onto a new coach.
Next up, we head over to the Omaha Heart to see how women are just as big of a threat on the field as men.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Johnson. I am the instructor for our 2610 Exploration of Global Comics. This is a completely online summer course, and in this class we're going to look at comics from France, Japan, the Middle East, Mexico, and as well as some great stuff coming out of Africa.
Alex is your average UNO student. She goes to class, does her homework, and studies hard. She does everything to make sure she excels, except
a flu shot. I don't need a flu shot. I never get sick.
Be smarter than Alex. Call the UNO Health Center at 402-554-2374 to set up an appointment whenever you are sick or injured. Students can receive free primary care so you can quickly return to being 100%.
I never thought I'd be standing in the clouds looking down on the ancient ruins of the Incan Empire. I never thought I'd live among the street artists in Valparaiso. I never thought I'd make friends that would last a lifetime. Adventure's out there, and as Mavericks, it's up to us to find it. Stop thinking, start doing. Visit educationabroad.unomaha.edu.
So I have a test on Tuesday and a 10-page essay due Wednesday. I have to help set up my sorority's bake research paper due essay tomorrow. I'll do by tomorrow. Wednesday. Research for 7 points.
Don't let fear and worry build up inside you. Visit the Counseling and Psychological Services office here on the UNO campus. Students can receive 8 to 10 confidential counseling sessions free of charge. Sign up for your first appointment today.
As a student, it's good to know you have support wherever you go. To have a simple and direct way of seeing that next assignment. To have an easy way of knowing where you're headed to next. Or just how quickly you're going to get there. The UN Omaha app is everything a student needs, just a tap away. Download it today on the App Store or Google Play.
Omaha baseball team was able to stay undefeated in conference play as they swept South Dakota State University in a 3-game series this past weekend in Sioux Falls. In the first game of the series, the Mavericks overcame a 9-run deficit to defeat the Jackrabbits 12-10, and on Saturday the doubleheader resulted in a 9-4 win as well as an 11-7 win. Senior Thomas DeBonville's grand slam in the 9th inning put the Mavericks ahead to give them their 3rd and final win of the weekend. The Mavs now improved their win streak to 6 games as they sit atop the Summit League baseball standings. They will resume their schedule as they take on Kansas State tonight in Manhattan, Kansas at 6 p.m. The Omaha softball team dropped all 3 games in their weekend series at South Dakota as their record fell to 3-33. The Mavs will oppose Purdue-Fort Wayne in a weekend series this upcoming weekend, and first pitch is set for 11 a.m. on Saturday in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Omaha will look to improve upon their 1-8 conference record and put an end to their current 5-game losing streak. The Omaha Heart is in their 6th season as a member of the Legends Football League. The LFL is home to some of the top women football athletes in the country, and reporter DK Kellum was able to talk to some of the players and the head coach during a practice at Omaha Burke Football Field.
This is like a high topic for us. When people say women don't want to play football or shouldn't play football, I would just say come out here and let me hit you and we'll see what we're talking about.
Don't let the gender or the uniform deceive you. The type of football being played in the Legends Football League is nothing short of being a physical sport.
The uniform is what it is. You sign up for that monster. You know that it is limited, so your body's very exposed. You have to get used to the crazy amounts of turf burn. But once you're out on that field, you forget about it. You forget what it is, what people are looking at. It all becomes about the game, and I want that to be what people know, is that when we're down on the field, we don't care about the uniform.
Dante Allen has been coaching football for over 20 years. He has coached at Hart for 6 years, and his experience ranges from youth football to the college ranks.
So you gotta teach them the fundamentals from the ground up, and hopefully they catch on like everybody else does. It takes time, but they pick up, and once they pick up, you can see the excitement and you can see the thrill that they have when they're playing.
If you just, as soon as she picks it up, come right off the bag and hit him before she even gets a chance to put a move. Don't wait. So as soon as he grabs that ball, it's boom, boom. Right there.
We are in the gym day in, day out, doing what we can do. There's a lot of moms on the team. There's a lot of full-time workers. This is a part-time job for us, but all of us make this a priority because we're competitive.
For the Omaha News, I'm DK Kellum.
You can watch Omaha Heart in action on YouTube on May 11th for their first game against the Seattle Mist. And after finishing 3rd last year in the Summit League regular season standings, Omaha volleyball team will have a new head coach for the 2019 season. Omaha sports reporter Ray Cook gives us a look at the new hire.
After 29 years as the head coach of the Omaha volleyball team, Rose Shires made a surprising retirement announcement 2 weeks ago. In her place, the Mavericks have hired 2016 NAIA national champion Hastings head coach Matt Buttermore. He says that the opportunity to be the head coach at a Division I program was a challenge too good to pass up.
Excited about the current state of the program and excited about the future of the university, and those were all big draws for us. We left a place we really liked and made a big kind of life choice.
Although he is excited for the challenge at Omaha, Buttermore acknowledges that leaving a place he helped build was not easy.
It was tough, I didn't, not until you're walking out the door do you realize how much of that place is you, and just the changes that have been, at Hastings since we were there, just in the gym and on the campus, and just the things we've built and the struggles or mistakes they've made, and so you don't quite realize it until you think about leaving.
It'll be interesting to see how he can, translate NAIA to Division I. It's quite the step, but I really do think he's the right man for the job.
We have a growing department, and I think it's going to be a great place to be. It is a great place to be, and we'll get even better. And so, and I'm excited to get in the gym and work with the team. I think that'll be the number one thing here.
For the Omaha News, I'm Ray Cook.
In a surprising move, Buttermore announced that he will not retain Micah Rhodes or Elena Petro, who have been assistant coaches on Rose Shire's staff for the past 2 years. That's all we have for you today on Omaha Sports. Ray, Ellie, back to you.
Coming up, we hear about a possible new form of public transportation.
Next, we dive into the world of health. One reporter shows us how local businesses are trying to keep the community healthy, and another reporter looks at mental health and religion.
All this and more on the Omaha News.
When a child is fighting cancer, the Love Your Melon UNO campus crew is there. We believe in a simple positive impact by visiting these children and doing volunteer work around the community.
Being able to work with people, do volunteering, and helping those that really need it is a really big draw for me.
Please visit our social media or loveyourmelon.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Jack Zerby, Director of the School of the Arts, and I'm here to talk to you about CFAM 1000, Why the Arts Matter. It's a multidisciplinary class that involves art, music, theater, and sometimes writing. It teaches you the building blocks of those art forms, how they develop your innate potentials, and how they can help address real-world problems. Come, join us.
Hi, my name is Dr. Joshua Kearney, and I'm the conductor of the University Concert Band here at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. The University Concert Band is an ensemble made up of primarily non-music majors. The ensemble meets twice per week for 50 minutes and gives 2 concerts per semester. It's a very low-pressure environment, very social, and very fun and engaging. We hope that you consider making music with us. Go Mavs!
The Omaha Health Expo was back in action this weekend with over 300 vendors and thousands of attendees. Reporter Phil Lemon was there to talk to some of the people involved in the event.
Thousands of people gathered inside Baxter Arena for the annual Health Expo, where entrepreneurs and businesses showcase their products to get exposure.
I think overall, everyone here today is just trying to spread the word about health and wellness and trying to make Omaha a little bit of a healthier community.
The event ran from 10 to 4, Saturday and Sunday, inviting people to come explore and learn.
There's a lot of things that people need to be educated about as far as staying healthy, getting healthy. There's a lot of diseases and obesity and other things going on right now in our world.
The director of the expo said it started off at the Omaha Civic Auditorium for 2 years, then made its way to the CHI Health Center, and now has found a home here at Baxter Arena.
And we're just really excited to help bring these events to Omaha, and the Health Expo is one of them, about promoting in the premier event for health and wellness and the mind, body, spirit right here in Omaha and the Midwest.
Attending this event not only benefits the local companies involved, but you also get a chance to branch out of your comfort zone.
We're trying to promote health and wellness and natural and holistic approaches to life so that you can improve your life and learn something new that'll help you live longer, live better, and be more healthy.
For the Omaha News, I'm Phil Lemon.
Next year's event will focus on new ways to attain soundness of mind and body, learn how to live longer, better, and happier, and find new ideas to improve your lifestyle and sense of well-being.
A recent Gallup poll shows that 33% of Americans now claim no religion at all. Reporter Justin Keys tells us how leaving a religion can reap consequences on your health.
Deconverting from religion can be a very significant part of someone's life, and some effects can be bad for your mental health. Renee Pigsley, a local therapist and UNO grad, specializes in working with people going through or recovering from religious trauma. She has experienced deconversion firsthand.
But core beliefs, doubting the core tenets of the religion, leading to deconversion, that probably was a year.
UNO's Secular Student Alliance hosted Renee for an interesting and informative seminar regarding the relationship between mental health and religious deconversion on Friday, April 5th.
It's very important for someone like myself. So I come from a Catholic household, and as somebody who's gone through the experience of being completely immersed in a religion to being entirely deconverted, I think it's important for people to know what the mental state of somebody who's going through that process looks like.
William Donlan, the president of UNO's Secular Student Alliance, decided that with the rising number of secular students, people who claim no religion, The need was there for Pigsley's presentation. The stress and trauma caused from such experiences can have long-lasting impacts on someone, such as being outcasted, rejected, or shunned from peers.
Any religion or belief system, family structure that tells you you can't explore anything beyond what we've told you, I think is harmful. So I would tell them it's okay to ask any questions that you want.
For the Omaha News, I'm Justin Keys.
UNO's Secular Student Alliance meets twice a month, alternating Fridays, to build relationships and discuss being deconverted from religion.
Public transportation is the main means to get around in big cities like Chicago and New York. Omaha is now looking at making these transitions to these types of public transit to help the growth of the city. Reporter Koichi Iwasaki visited Economic Impact of Transportation Conference at the University of Nebraska at Omaha on Friday.
The Transportation Conference was held to discuss how to develop Nebraska's economy through transportation improvement across the state. Carrie Roos, who works at Nebraska Department of Transportation, says that the state of Nebraska is investing on public transportation between Omaha and Lincoln to develop business in both cities.
People between Lincoln and Omaha, that would be a significant impact if we could get that kind of service started. So that's our priorities are to impact the most people with those strategic plans.
As you can see, there are a lot of cars running down Dodge Street. Many people drive even if they have public transportation on the street. Josie Schaefer, a UNO Center for Public Affairs Research Director, points out that using individual cars is a tendency of the U.S. citizens.
It's two problems. Perception sort of blocks it, but perception blocks it because the convenience isn't there. And so we have to solve both problems. We have to make people aware, we have to provide incentives to change their behavior, to get them to ride, but we also have to make sure that the infrastructure is there, that riding works for them.
Schaefer also suggests that poor people can afford to more money on groceries if the transportation develops more. It's not only for business people, but also for low-income people. For the Omaha News, I'm Koichi Iwasaki.
There are ongoing discussions on either having a rail car or a bus system to transport people who commute every day between Omaha and Lincoln. There is no telling when the discussions will be finalized.
That's all we have for today. Be sure to come back next week for more and exciting stories on the Omaha News.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at UNO the Omaha News, or find our website for even more news and stories at unomahanews.com.
From all of us here at UNO Television, thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.